Alright, I know it's been a while since we've made a video, but we're going to start seeing videos at least, we're hoping once a week, maybe twice a week. My other job's taking a lot of the other time, but that's not going to be the problem no more. You can see right here, we have got a Camaro in here right now. It's a 97. We're just about finished with it, and we'll be bringing in a 95 Mustang in the next week. For one of my side projects, this has been the 69 Mach 1. The 69 had a 70 front cap on the front of it. We went ahead and took those off, and we have been restoring them. Here's one that I've already done. It still needs a little bit of finishing and blocking out to do right in these areas here, but we pull a lot of those dents and the rust and everything out of the body for the most part. But this is what the fender looked like before we got started. One of the key things that you're going to want to do is you want to get all this junk that's on it right now off. You've got to get it off. Trying to paint over what you got 9 out of 10 times is going to be a mess. But if you're going to want to do it, might as well do it right. What we're going to be using on this is, I know a lot of you don't have sandblasters or anything like that, so we got some of the bare utensils to try to strip something like this instead of trying to put a stripper on here and try to make a mess of your shop. You know, you may have kids, you may have a problem with putting all that stripper on there and getting it off. So what we did is we got us a little DeWalt 4.5 inch and we put a wire wheel on it. Most of the time you're going to have one of these grinders. It doesn't have to be a DeWalt. It can be any 4.5 inch. These wire wheels are about $10 or $15. Depends on how extravagant you want to get with it. These do a remarkable job of taking everything off. As you can see, we've already started up here, and we have found all the bad parts in here. This is stuff like this you want to get out of your car instead of trying to get it on there and then try to get it back later. You'll be really kicking yourself in the hind end for trying to do that. And we have found a bunch of dents in here. You really can't see them that well. If you want to find out, what I can do is I can throw some primer on here and throw a block on it real quick, and those are pretty much good. They'll hurt your feelings, really. We just got us a Dura block, and I really like these. And you can go down to Harbor Freight, and I know a lot of you guys don't like these Harbor Freight stuff. Man, these are only a couple dollars, and you can buy the sticky pads. You can buy them in a box, or you can buy them in a roll. They come pretty cheap, and this is the roll for your Dura block. You can use any block, it doesn't really matter, but this will be one of your final stages on it. Now, we have taught ourselves to be body people. I know that a lot of y'all are thinking, man, this is not something I can do, or it'd be hard to do. It's just one of those things where you just take something. What you can start off with is go to the junkyard, pull you a fender off of a 90 model or an 80 model car that's been dented up pretty good. That way you ain't got no heartache in it. You know, you got nothing involved, you don't have nothing, you got a big loss. Most of the time, you may have a neighbor or something in the backyard and you just pull a fender off of, throw you a couple dents in it and try to figure out how to work them out. And that's how pretty much we got our start, is we didn't want to pay somebody to start doing the work that we could possibly do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my earplugs in here and keep my safety glasses on. You're going to want earplugs with this. It's going to be incredibly loud. And I'm going to come through here and I'm going to strip off a little bit of this real quick for you. As you can tell, pretty much the only thing that takes in this is just going to be some elbow grease. There's not a whole lot of cost in it, and it does take a little time, but it beats the heck out of trying to go outside, sandblast everything, bringing it back in, and especially for people that don't have nothing but a small shop that they're working out of, maybe their garage in their house. This is a really good way to do that, just to go ahead and get everything off, especially when they're in this kind of shape. The way it looks, it looks like it's been painted about 4 or 5 different times, and most of the time it's been black. We got some Bondo in here, you can see, and you'll see it as it powders up. And this right here keeps the metal from getting real hot on you. They make another buffer pad that you know, I've seen a couple guys use. But what ended up happening is if you put too much heat on this thing, then it's just like sandblasting. You'll start ending up in a crinkle in your body work, and then you really cause some headache then. If your fender's totaled out on your car, find you something like this. You can usually pull them off of eBay for about $100. We actually got that other fender I showed you just a minute ago for $200 on eBay right now. We don't really need them. We still got a while before we start really demoing out the Mach 1 again, since we've got these other jobs coming in. Well, that's about all I got on this. We're going to go ahead and strip this down. We're going to spray some primer on here, and I'm going to show you how this blocking technique works. And it starts showing all the imperfections in the fender. What I will do before that is I am going to try to fix this so I don't have to cake Bondo in here. I'm not a big fan of that. I try to get as much of the metal work done as possible. We use a Hobart. I think this is a 140. Yeah, this is a 140 MIG welder. You can run gasless or gas welders. Thing is about running gasless is you better have your machine set right, or it's just going to be a whole lot of heartache. But we got this one set up real well. My wife set it up pretty much ready to go, and we can weld some pretty good welds with this without really putting too much heat in something. But well, y'all keep watching, and we'll keep making videos, man. And I appreciate you stopping by. If y'all get a chance, the music's playing in the background is Charlie Mazach. He's an up-and-coming guy starting off, man. Check him out. He's on Facebook. And if you got any questions, just write us, and we'll try to get y'all some CDs and try to find something out for y'all. But, all right, y'all have a wonderful one. Thank you.